Back up. Sure, everybody can hear me, right? PTF, you said you were going to bed. I don't do PTF. I don't do StreamYard. I'm doing everything straight from my computer. I don't use I don't use those services. Actually, that's why everything's a little more difficult for me. Let me get my chat over here on this other screen. Kind of hard to switch them side to side here. Come on. Dang it. That's what I hate about this thing. It flips over. Here we go. You're trying to pull multiple streams. You're trying to pull multiple streams? Like what, like a backstage type thing? What are you trying to do? There, PTF. Had to mix up a little lemonade to drink. Now, what I've been working on since the last stream is let's see here. I was trying to get some sound clips in to. He has 3 computers running, okay, and all 3 computers are streaming. You got that right, Uday. Fosters. So I'm trying to figure out what PTS says he's trying to do. So what I've been playing around here is trying to flip flop. Instead of changing scenes and screens, I wanted to just make it like a hot button or something that I could just flip between. Let's see here. Like, flip stuff like that and flip them back. Instead of, going to a whole, like, going to Nightbot, I'd have to click a button over here, to go to the whole Nightbot screen. I wanted to try to get it all together, so all I had to do is do like one hotkey and all the windows flip flop. If that makes any sense, like that. That's what I've been working on. So, go to the Nightbot, boom, it's right there. Let me get Nightbot fired up. Chat is disabled for the stream, but people are in chat. I don't understand that. There we go. So now you see, so there's the chat for the Nightbot that you see right there. And then I can just hit another hot and move it back. Like that. Hide it. So I guess I did a good job doing that. Hey, Vicky. And then let's see here. So move that back, and then I can flip these that way. There we go. Cool, so I got that to work. And then I was trying to do, so I wanted to do, let's see here. I don't even know if I have it on another screen. I know you guys like this one. Alright, well, hell, I'll do a little giveaway of whoever's in here. Let's see here. Make sure I'm on live chat. So let me flip. I don't have it programmed to hotkeys yet. That's what I was trying to do. I mean, I can do it with the filters. Nope, sorry. So, where's my wheel? I don't even have a wheel screen. Oh, here we go. View the picker. So I'm going to do... It's not really a giveaway yet. I just wanted to gather names. So there we go. So let that run for a second. We'll do 3, 4, 5 minutes. Done. So I'll let that collect names on this list, and then I want to put this list onto the wheel and see if I can... Robert Worley's in the house. What's up, man? Just doing a little playing around with something. So I'm going to draw some names and then put them on a wheel. I'll get 3 names, and then I'm going to do... let's see here. I can only flash these. Okay, Vicky says 200. It's not an ad. That's the product you're pricing on. That's the product. I'm doing like Price is Right. So, can you hear me on this screen? Is it $2.99 on eBay? I have no idea. I was grabbing. Close up on what? This? Okay, we hear you. Hear it good. All right. And then I had the wheel for all the second chance winners, but none of those people are in chat. I don't know who I got. That's why I was just going to play around a little bit, because there's my winners list. I don't know. I could do a couple rolls of quarters or nickels. What do you guys want? Nickels or quarters? Oh, wait. I got some straps to look at, too. I do believe. Hold on one sec. Yeah, the bank had. There we go. We'll check some of these out. Let's see what's in those. And then those fines. I actually found a GX note. I've never found one of those. Bellows. Yeah, GX note. I've never seen a GX note. All right, let me zoom that in a little bit. Oh yeah, GX note. Let's see here. And I found there's a star note I need to look up. There's a Where's George. There's another star note we need to look up. I need to find an LC note for Lori and a GX. Yeah, we'll check out, we'll look at these straps real quick, see what's in these. Maybe something good. Don't know. What you been up to, Bellows? Got a bunch of night owls hanging out with me. Wasn't expecting a bunch of people to pop in. Let's check out a strap or two real fast. See what we got. Getting an echo. Let's see here. I got the cam turned down, cam turned off. Guess I can turn this one off too. We don't need this guy. We don't need a zoom. We can take that off. We can take that off. We'll make this one larger. There we go. Who was the hockey? I've only been to two or three hockey games in my life. Epic fight at the game. Went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. Alright, this one only has 75 in it. We'll check this one out real fast. Get that over here. Goes out of my way. There's some more of your buffaloes there, Robert Worley. These were all found today, actually. I went through several more rolls after the stream to finish rolling them up for a box. So, get those ready to all go back to the bank. I think these bills came for the local school. Kids' lunch money. I think so. I don't know. Sometimes the bank has a whole bunch of them for me, and sometimes they don't. It's weird. Utah Hockey Club. So a club played a professional team? Was it like practice or something? All right. Go through these and call it a night. My eyes are actually kind of tired of looking at a computer screen. LC note for Lori Camarista. Did you see the pictures of those notes I made for you, Lori? I thought I emailed them to you. Alright, let's zoom this up. Move this cam a little bit. Oop. Right there. There we go. Alright, is that good, or do you guys want me to zoom in some more? Zoom in a little more, maybe? There we go. Alright, camera, quit moving on me. Let's see what we got in these. Hopefully something good. Who knows? Maybe something cool to give away. I'm getting to the point now I no longer even keep these heavy ink notes unless they're in really, really good condition. And I did bring down some. I don't know if anybody would be interested. I found some more. I'm getting ready to list this for sale. I've got, let's see here. Got those. I found these. These these are all crisp, straight out of straps. 111, 222, 333 and 444. It's going to be almost impossible to find them like this anymore because the bricks aren't printed in solid consecutive serial numbers. So these would have come out of a full brick, $1,000 brick, with each one of these coming out of a different strap of that brick. And now with the non-sequential printing, you can't find full straps that are all numbered sequentially. I found these. So there's a radar note, fresh and crispy. I found that 9/16/24. And then these are all combinations of 0, 1, and 2. So you got the 111, 112, well, the 13, so that's double, 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 double. 16, what do we got here? So if you like zeros, ones, and twos, you got you a whole bunch of them. If anybody likes those numbers. Then we have what are these? 110 to 119. So yeah, this is just 10 consecutive notes, all crispy, that have double zero, double six, double ones. Then we have, let's see, this is a 222. Oh, sorry. Yeah, but my cam is what I use for my phone is what my cam is. So we got 11, 22, 33, 44. We got here 55, 66, 77, 88, 99, and 00. So if you see anything in interest, just shoot me an email. I haven't added these to my for sale list yet. And these are all, let's see here, bunch of rotator notes. Seriously, Robert, you want me to go print you one? They don't even make an R note. It only goes to L. I don't even know why these are special 200. You got those. What are these? Yeah, so these would be rotators here. 10, 11. And that's just 3 consecutive notes, I guess. Nothing special there. Just 3 crispy notes. What are these? Probably the same thing. 9, 10, 11, yeah. Oh, that was 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11. There's trinary rotators, 0, 6, and 1. All those. What's this? 60, 200, 200. 33, 44, 55, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. I guess these were all just stacks I must have tucked away in a drawer. Trying to clean out everything. 33s. Alright, let's get back to this real fast. Anybody else search any banknotes this week or no? I know I asked that on the earlier stream. I totally forgot I had these. 21212. Triple threes. There's a Tupac note. Alright, let's give away something here. We got enough people to do a giveaway. Let's see here. Let's do our picker bot. We'll do a keyword, and keyword will just be GAW1. Keyword next. Next. I caught some people sleeping this afternoon with that I stayed. When I returned, I just posted it on the little wait screen. GAW1 is the keyword. GAW1. And while I'm doing this, I'll figure out what I'll give away. GAW1. Maybe there'll be something in here I can give away. I don't like the crusty old wrinkly notes, but sometimes it's a number combination that you don't really see very often. Triple six. Vinny likes those 666 numbers, huh? There's another 222. Yeah, all the coins and currency pretty uneventful this week. Whole bunch of nothing there. Whole bunch of nothing. Alright, let's see what we got here. Woodsy. Isn't it like, let's see, what it's kind of what, afternoon over there now? Or mid-afternoon? Yeah, I get worried when they're all facing the same way already. Zero 6 2. Hey, a star note. Set that right there. See if it's anything interesting. I'd say one of the luckiest bill searchers on the internet's got to be Paul. I mean, he goes through $500 and he ends out with like 10 star notes and 5 straps. That's unheard of. Oh yeah, I could play my my thing here, Ron. Play that for the star notes. I do have that. Every $1 bill I get a check. Oh yeah. Well, those were only certain series, VMC. Hey, Tom Kingery. I think that was what, the 93, 95, and 88 series? $1. Put GAW1 in chat there, Tom Kingery, to be entered in the giveaway that I'm going to have coming up here. See, that's got a lot of ink transfer. You can see but the bill's in terrible shape, but you can see the outline of the E right there. And part of the O, I really don't see anything from the end, but that is from this heavy ink part right here of that note when it's pushed down on top of it when the ink's still wet. And it transfers onto the bill behind it. And we'll check these star notes out. Maybe something in there I can give away. So I'm sure there's another one. It's got a partial right there. It's pretty common on the newer notes, the crispy ones. 486 trinary. Nothing. So let me know if I'm going too fast. I'll slow it down a little bit. But I usually fly through these things. Hey, there's an 88A you were talking about. Pretty good condition, too. It's a nice one. Hard to believe you can still find some of these old notes. There's some crispy ones there. Those consecutive. See, so I'll pull these out, like the 2017 A series. I'll pull these out and see if I actually have a GD in my collection, because I collect them by the Fed Reserve Bank and what block they are. The number isn't too specific, but so I'll collect a GE, a GD, a GF, all the way through the whole run of notes. But they got to be in good condition like that. That's a nice 2013 right there. That's in good condition. So I'll set these to the side and then check them against my collection. All right, let's check these star notes out. See what we got. All right, let's check this one. I'll do this part of a giveaway. The Where's George? That's in really good shape too. Star, and star. Let's check them out. See what the star note page has. Go to mycurrencycollection.com. Star note lookup. Go. And let's see here. We got 2017A, 2021, 17A, a 17, and a 13. We'll do this 2013 first. The serial number is... I already know it's out of range because the B series 2013s have potential to be the duplicate note, but it's only in a certain range of numbers. So we got B 158, 69, 655 star. Let's look it up. So this one's obviously not part of that. Go to our general info and it'll tell you what run it is. But what you're looking for are the 1 and 1.1, the 2, 2.1, 3 and 3.1. Anything in this range, well, besides the sheets up here, are your duplicate notes. So I already know up to 96. So anything, if it doesn't have a 0, right, B0 something, I know it's not a duplicate. So let's go to our 2017 note. Let's see what we have here. And also you want to check the, when you're looking at them, you just don't toss them away right quick. You always want to check your stars as well to see if the ink's filled in. So check those before you're giving them away or selling them or doing anything else. You want to check to make sure there's no printing error on the stars, because I almost made that mistake more than once. So as I'm looking at them, I look at see if the stars filled in or not. So let's go back to our star notes. And we're going to check. Let me add something here. I want to add, so you can see this camera as well. Oops. Messed that up. Trying to add another camera in here. Main scene. Copy. Okay. Alright, here we go. We have a B021. Come on. I didn't put batteries on my keyboard. It's acting up. 021 59 433. Just a regular old star note, 3.2 million. Total printed 3.2. So this is a single run star note. Some people favor those. It's a run 1 of 1. Some people like that. I'm not one of those collectors. So we have two 2017 A notes. Let's check those. Also checking to see if the stars filled in or not. They're empty. So we got a B06 848 127. Regular old star note. Printed in Fort Worth 2022. We wanted to be in that range right there for a sheets note, which we are not. Those good notes are far between finding them. Go G0976 2986. What do we got? Well, it's a lower print run, 1.2 million, a little bit lower. Nothing super special. Definitely wanted to be right there. 300,000. That'd have been a nice one. Oh, nothing there. Let's check our last one, 2021. This is a D 071 86 365. Regular old star note. Boo. Alright, so what we're going to do then, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 star notes right there. So we're going to give away 2 of them right now. We'll give away 2 of these notes. I'm just going to mix them up. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Tom Kingery, are you here? Oop, you don't even see your name here. Sorry, sir. Sorry, Tom Kingery, you don't even see your name. Yes, sir, Tom Kingery's here. All right, Tom Kingery. I've got the notes turned upside down and shuffled. Oh. So, pick a number between 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Number 3. So 1, 2, third note right there. You get the 2017A B series note I just looked up. And Elizabeth Flood, are you still here? Pick a number between 1, 2, 3, and 4. And congratulations. Yep, Pick me number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Elizabeth Flood gets the 2017 note. Hold on, let me get my little envelopes so I don't mess this up. Elizabeth Flood. Tom Kingery. Is King your last name, Tom? Tom Kingery? Or is that just a name you got on YouTube? I see Rebecca King. Alright, there's those two. Oh, Kingery is your last name? Alright. Okay, so we got Vicky Pitts. If you're still here, pick a number between 1, 2, and 3. Number 2 for Vicky Pitts, right there. You get the 2021 D Star Note. Congrats. There's those 3. Alright. Bellows Forge. If you're still here, pick a number between 1 and 2. You're quite welcome. Thanks for hanging. Where's Bellows? 30 seconds. And you know I don't wait. It's the final countdown. What part of the U.S. do you live in, Rebecca King? Well, if you're married, that wouldn't be your maiden name. Bellows, you ran out of time, buddy. Next. Chew. Colorado. Yeah, I don't think I have any relatives out there. 1 minute, Chew. Chew's the professional winner on YouTube. Here he is. 1 or 2, Chew. 1 or 2. Chew takes 1. We have a 2013 B. That's coming your way, Chew. And finally, Robert Worley. You get the final one. I already know you're in chat. I just saw you. Alright. Let's look through these other straps, see if we can find something else. Congrats to the first 5 winners. Elizabeth Flood, Tom Kingery, Vicky Pitts, Chew, and Robert Worley. Congrats to you all. Now let's move this other page back over. Oh, you don't need to see the big red marker. And check, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not with all the... Where is Cam 2? I found this nickel the other day. That lamination error on that. Found that in circulation. 1962D lamination error. That's pretty good. Makes you wonder, it's been in circulation that long and nobody's picked it out. Pretty cool. So my little thing, I put a red border. I do red with a black on like the more unique errors. So that way when I stack them all in my... So when I'm looking down a full stack, I can see it's red and then 3 black stripes on top. So I know those are the better errors when I have a full row of them. A little something extra to stay organized when you're looking at literally thousands of coins. Alright, let's see what we got here. What's landing in 2 minutes, Robert? I don't watch the news. If it's something in the news or you're just saying something. News is nothing but depression. Well, share with the rest of the group, sir. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. If you don't start out organized, you're fighting an uphill battle the entire way. Because I hit a point in my collection like it was manageable, and I went, whoa, I had to call timeout on myself because I was like, man, this is going to get out of hand really quick if I don't come up with some way to keep it sorted. Either that or you're just buying more space to put it in. So I try to... So I adopt... There's a nice miscut note right there. That's shorter on this right side. So I started doing there's a 888 So I get, you know how, I don't know if anybody's seen, like when they deliver bread to the stores and they have those big like square racks that have the 2 handles on the sides. I guess they're about, I don't know, 24 inches across or something like that. Yeah, you got that right, Dagger. But they can stack on top of each other. So I came across several of those. So inside those, I'll have to take some pictures. They're all stacked up over there. So I adopted a method like when I was searching coins, or like a whole bunch of different denominations, you know, all across. I would only work within the area of the basket itself. That way, nothing, you know, I tried to say nothing's going to spill over the basket. I'm not going to put anything over here, put nothing over there. And when I was done working with those coins, I had the whole basket. I'd take the basket, put it on the shelf, and you could stack them, just boom, boom, boom on top of each other. You know, I have your nickels, cents, quarters, and they're not migrating across the table like I have now. Because this is my streaming table, so right now it's... Man, you guys will flip out. Let me see if this cam will work. I'll show you what's in front of me right now. You want behind the scenes. Purchase strap at $2. Star note. Oh, you did? Cool. All consecutive number except for 1 to 2 notes down deeper. So you had an entire strap of $2 star notes, all consecutive. What was the series date? The series at the bottom. If it was a newer series, they were done by the new printing method. No, it wouldn't be because they don't have the star notes. So were they just 2 regular $2 bills? Were those 2 bills in sequential order, or were they just 2 random bills, or were they also 2017 A's? Because I would find it hard to believe that they would swap out 98 sheets and only keep 2. but I don't work at the BEP, so I really don't know how they do that. Like, they go through and say a whole bunch of bills are all messed up. So when the bills are printed, they're not printed up to down like this. They're printed in full sheets. So your full sheet, the older ones had 32 notes per sheet. So you had, 32 notes, a big ass sheet. And then when they print them all, so say they print 100 sheets, they stack all those sheets up together and then go bam, 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 and cut them. So when it comes out, so say this is 82, then 83, 84, this number switches. It's the 100. So the next one up would be like 382, 182. And it's printed down like that, if I make any sense. They don't print them like this. It's printed across the sheet, and then when they're cut with the sequential order. So on that full stack of sheets he's talking about, I'd find it hard to believe that 98 of these sheets were bad, and they only kept 2 and replaced the rest with star notes. Night, Mickey. So, Dandy Dave, that's why I'd asked, the 2 that you found in the center of the stack, were they also 2017 A's, and were those 2 notes in sequential order? And if they were, then I would say 98 sheets were replaced, and those 2 sheets were left in place. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you, but that would be the only. And that's, so when I look up the star notes and it says if it's a regular note or a sheet replacement note, a sheet replacement note is they pulled the whole sheet out and put a sheet of 50 back in. So all 32 stacks all had a star note in that position. So if you get star notes that are consecutive numbered and they are sheets replacement, very, very hard to get, very rare. Because you'd be getting them straight down instead of across. You have to look up how money's made to make sense of it. And the new printing, dang, it's got a LQ, raised up 7, turn digit. So the new printing method just it just skips right over whatever serial number's messed up, and it just keeps printing. So you'll never see a full stack of banknotes that are numbered 01 all the way to 00. So if you have some of those, I would recommend holding on to them, because there's a 888 and a 888 start to finish, because they're rare now. They no longer make them. I kind of kicked myself in the butt for taking. Dang, here we go. 1963 A series, pretty good condition too. Nice, real good condition. There's another 66 888. Hold on here. I thought I had one earlier. See, so I see a sequence like that, then I'll go back because that's kind of memorable. Maybe it's the other note with it. I thought we had a 6688. Maybe I didn't. Nope, thought I did. Another 88862. That might be of interest. So did you keep all those notes, Dandy Dave? Or did you actually make the purchase, or you knew somebody that had those notes? I have never come across a full stack of star notes. I've bought a heck of a lot of straps from banks and have never, I might have had a little run of like 10 or 15 in there, but never a full strap of them. That'd be cool to have. You think the cent is going to go to aluminum? You're crazy, PTF. They get rid of them, man. They're not bringing them back. They're claiming, oh, it's a waste of money. They don't lose money. They lose money maybe on that product, but the other products make up for it. They're not. If the U.S. Mint operated in a deficit, how long do you think actual currency would stay around? They make money. Especially when they private auction off special gold coins. That made me mad. They could print, they can develop the product, limit its number, and then take it and auction it off. They control everything about that situation. Everything. They could do that year after year after year after year. Say, okay, yeah, we're only going to make 1,000 of these. Let's auction them. And then, let's say 100 of those we're going to put a special privy mark on and auction those at even a higher price. And people like me will never get a chance to sniff at what it is. They go from 401 to 498. Oh yeah, the 401 to 498, so you're missing 499 and 500. You're missing the last two. So someone, either a banker or something, had a whole stack of them, ran them through a counter, and took the last two. That'd be still cool though. You could probably, depending on the serial numbers, I mean, if there's fancy combinations of the serial numbers that you could sell, or sell them in, little packs or groups, or, I would try to sell them in groups of 10 or 5. I don't know if you have an eBay account, just, it's kind of like fishing. Just toss a couple out there. Like when I've sold a lot on eBay, I would do, I would have the same product. I would list it at 5 different prices, and I would also do it for a 3-day, a 5-day, a 7-day, a buy it now, and just put them all out there and see which one starts selling. And then whatever one takes off, take all the other listings down and sell them all the way that's selling. Get rid of them quick. Or initially take a hit on your price to get the interest and then slowly move it back up. 78, 78, 78. Got anybody born in 78? That'd be cool. I think, Houday, I wasn't even looking for an LC note. Let's go back and check. LL. There's an LC note right there. Who pointed that out? Ron Pierce. There you go, Lori. I'm going to throw that in your stack. An LC note for Lori, if she's still here. I think a lot of the coinage and everything's irrelevant to everybody except for collectors. I find it interesting. Sometimes, some of the stuff, I believe, in my opinion, is kind of watered down. Like the American Women series, those quarters. I have no idea who any of those ladies were. Yeah, they're back. You read the history on them, backstory and all that. But when that series first came out, everybody wanted them real popular. And now the Mint is still holding on to those 3-roll sets. You can get them for all the way like up to a year and a half ago. And the first ones they released were in such limited number that, I mean, I was getting 4, because I was on the subscription series of those. So I had pre-ordered, because they sell them in the P, D, and S rolls. I was getting 4. Your limit was 4 per household, so I was getting 4 sets of those, keeping 2 for myself and selling the other 2. And I was having them pre-sold for double what I bought them for. And then I could tell the pricing was just tailing off. And it got to the point I had them up there for sale and nobody was buying them. It barely a profit, and nobody was buying them. So that just kind of told me, cut it off. So I cut off ordering the 4 from the Mint. Well, they actually cut me off because they said it was an error that I was getting 4 sets. I should only have been getting 2. So they cut me off one time. That was real nice of them. Didn't notify me. And I think I told y'all when what was it, a couple, 2 or 3 months ago, I opened up my mail and they had sent me 3 of the Morgan and Peace Dollar, the silver, the reverse proof sets that were, I want to say, $200 and something a piece. They sent me 3 sets of them in the mail, and I didn't even order them. I was like, whoa, Like, I don't know anybody. I tried selling them at cost, and nobody wanted them. So I ended up mailing them so I had to end up paying to send them back to the mint to get my money back on a product I didn't even order. That sucked. Now, if they would have sent it to me and not charged me, that would have been a different story. No, I probably still would have sent them back. Get nowhere being a cheat. At least that's my opinion. Ron picks out the LC note. I wasn't even paying attention to that, Ron. Still looking for that elusive Robert Worley note. There's some sticking together. They're probably 61, 62, yep. You go through them and they're kind of sticky together, you know that they're probably printed together. Alright, let's take a look at this one. Blue colored bill. That is blue on one side. It's not a inking error. That's just environmental damage, Elizabeth. Like a smeared ink error, you would see it just kind of run down. It'd be green or black and kind of smeared. Those actually sell, believe it or not. I mean, I should be checking the backs of every single one of these notes too, instead of just flying through the front. Because I have seen, on higher denominations, I've seen some crazy front to back errors, printing errors, that sell for a lot of money, but I haven't found one. Then again, I only look at ones. More bang for the buck, no pun intended, but get 100 of these for $100. You get 25s for $100. You get 5 20s for $100. So, and more people are probably more interested in buying a $1 bill than say a 5 or 10. You get up into the 20s, people, there's no room, there's no wiggle room to sell it on a third-party site like eBay. You'd have private sales the way to go. 2, 3, 4, no. Nope. Oh, there's a big turn digit note. Look at that one. That one's way up in there. Toilet bowl. Yeah, you think so, Houday? They wiped up the bowl? I'll throw that one over there. Maybe as a giveaway. That's pretty good turn digit. And it's got a heavy ink error. Toilet bowl. There's a pink one, Elizabeth. 9795. Yep. These aren't anything right on. We haven't found anything but those couple star notes there at the beginning. Bummer. I get a lot here in the South. I get a lot of well, of course, F. F is the Atlanta District, Fed Reserve Bank. But I get a lot of F notes. I used to get a lot of K notes, but lately it's been D. I don't know why. But tons and tons of F notes. So most of my crispy crisp uncirculated stuff will be F. And the one bank I was getting all those from, she said she ran out. Took them all from the vault. So see, like there's a 2021, it's an F. There's a BJ note, Ron. So we got BJ notes, FU notes. Got my GX note. There's a purple note. I inked that one up pretty good. Yeah, I wish my keyboard was lit up. The laptop I bought, I got such a good deal on it, I didn't mind that the keys weren't illuminated. But I do like that option. See, there's the F05. Where's that other one at? F05. Nope, not the same numbers. Oh, boo. That stinks. And these were 45, 46, and 47. They look like they went in a wallet one time. You can see that little bend right there. They're putting somebody's wallet one time. That sucks. I mean, you can't really call that crisp uncirculated because, yeah, they are crispy notes, but you can definitely tell that was in a wallet. And you know, the collectors that really like crisp uncirculated, that will not fly. Even though there's no noticeable fold line whatsoever in there. But that's not crisp uncirculated. It's nearly dark. It's pitch black where I'm at, Woodsy. Alright, so what do we got here? Got our Where's George? Alright, keyword giveaway is going to be 888. Close it, refresh it. And I'll give away a 888 start and an 888 end. Good luck. Keyword open to everybody. Keyword is 888. There we go. Good luck. And then after that, let's see here what we got. 6688. Where's George? I'm keeping it at 63. Anybody have any interest in turn digit GAW? Anybody collect those? Turn digits? So we got the 888s, 78, 78, 78. There's a 1988A. What we got over here? GX, I'm keeping it. No. LG. There's a 5 of a kind zeros. Rotator. 5 of a kind fours. Three doubles in a row. 3 doubles in a row. Damn, that's close to a radar, huh? Wow. 7-digit radar. How'd that guy come back? 7-digit radar, 85. If those were slid over some. 1 in 8 chance of winning an 888. Hey man, the less people are here, the better odds there are. I'd still give it away, Woodsy, if there was 2 people in chat. like I did this afternoon when you were sitting there paying attention, and I slipped back in and didn't say anything over the microphone. I just typed those letters in. I was gonna run a giveaway quick, and there was only 3 people that responded. I was about to run it, and then like 3 or 4 more people jumped in. All right, so we'll do our 888s. 888 gall. I was like, yeah, I'll catch somebody sleeping. 88888 gall. All right, good luck. Let's draw it. 888 gall. I got 7 entries. Here we go. Noah's World, what's up, man? Just in time. Choose a winner. David Carlisle. Claim it. You got starting 8s. Oh, wait, I gotta show you the... Oops. Dang it. Right there, David Carlisle. You got 1 minute, well, 40 seconds now. Dave's here, man. Congrats. David Carlisle. How you been, Noah's World? Up to no good? There you go, David Carlisle. There you go, buddy. All right, let's give away. Let's see here what we got over here. Let's see what's in this stack. You're welcome, bud. We have... Dang, look at that miscut 99. Wow. And it's in pretty good shape for a 99. Ink transfer. Look at that heavy ink here. Look at the top right serial and the bottom one. That whole serial number is heavy inked. And it's in really good condition. See, this, you want to look for these errors too. So there's a misprinted, look at that misprint on the 7 right there. That's kind of an ink smear. But, you know, the note's really jacked up. Well, there's another star note we can check. Heavy ink. 88. We got another 88 right there. LW. Nice 2013. Quad 9. That's a crispy quad 9. Alright. What do we got over here? 2013. Nothing. Alright, so let's give away Where's George? I'll do Where's George and the turn digit note. So the keyword is going to be turn George. Turn George. Keyword. Next. Next. Open to everyone that hasn't won something. So, I mean, Roberts won something. That's going to leave just a few people. Chew's probably already gone. Vicky Pitts is gone. So, yeah, we'll see. Turn George, all one word. Turn George. Good luck. Done. And that'll be for the... That's a pretty good... usually don't see them that high. But it's got a heavy ink error, turn digit. And the Where's George is in pretty good condition. So that'll be turn George. And good luck. That'll be that one. And I'll do one more after that. Let's see here. See what's over here. Trying to reduce some of these stacks. 83, 84. Let's do we'll do these two 88 notes, 88As. And when you're looking at the 88As, you want to look, that's your plate number. If this plate number's up here, if that number's up there, it'll be a web note. These are not web notes. Web note was an experiment that the Bureau of Engraving and Printing did to see if they could make the printing process easier and quicker by printing money from a roll of paper instead of sheets. And the experiment was not more cost effective, so they went back to printing in sheets. They just increased the note count from 32 to 50 per sheet. It's pretty interesting how they make the money. And all the anti-counterfeit measures they put into bills. So this will be the 1988A GAW. Give those away. Alright, let's pick a winner for our Turn George. Good luck. Whittling them down. Whittling them down. Let's do it. Ron Pierce. Did Ron already win something? Or did I not write his name down? David Carlisle, W. Chu, Vicky. The streams kind of run together in my brain. Alright, Ron, that's yours. Turn George. And Lori Camarista, the 88As go to you. Congrats. So, let's see here. Now, close. So, who currently in chat has not won something? Dandy Dave and Woodsy? Are you the only ones that have not won something that are currently in chat? Hey, Ron's won a couple things today. I've seen him. A Dagger. Well, you're too... Dagger, you might be lagging, bud. Who Day. Well, alright. So, let's see here. Who Day. Dagger. Woodsy. You know me, Who Day. I'll do a wheel. How about that? Make you guys battle each other. Oh, yeah, that's what I'll do. We'll do a battle. Let's see here. I know I got some coins. Who got the coins? So I'll do 3-roll battle. Dagger, Houday, and Woodsy. Let me grab some, I got here some quarters right here. I don't usually have to take but 1 or 2 steps. I'll find a roll of coins. Alright, so we'll go like this. And Houday. We got 1, 2, and 3. Houday, which roll you want? 1, 2, or 3? Oh, and Dandy Dave. We'll put Dandy in there too. I don't think he's won something. There's 4. So Houday, 1 through 4. 1, 2, 3 is Houday. Alright, Dandy Dave. 1, 2, or 4? He takes 1. Woodsy, 2 or 4? And then Dagger will get the other one. 2. All right. All right, I'm just going to close my eyes and mix them up. Yeah, I wish. All right, these two battle these two. Those fell out of yours. So Woodsy is battling Dagger. Dandy Dave battles Houday. All right, Woodsy, your quarter's already fallen out first, so we'll just go ahead and do yours. Let me get my magnifier, because I'm sure it's going to be nowhere near me. There we go. All right, good luck. Here we go. Let me turn off my light. And this will close us out. Don't know what you're going to win yet, but we'll see. All right. Dagger and Woodsy. Good luck, Woodsy. So we can find you something. 2 boxes ago, I had 2 W's. And the leftover nickel rolls I had today, I found 2 2009s. So that was pretty cool. I was like, dang, man, that could have been somebody's roll. Nope. Nothing good. Yeah, but I want to work on that little Price is Right thing, or I got the sound clips all loaded up. It's just figuring out how to cue all those sounds up to go when I need them to. Well, Woodsy's not looking good, buddy. Oh, hold on, we got one here. Maybe have one. All right, we got a die chip between the C, the E. Let me load that cam back up. Where is my cam? Right there. So if you look, right between at the bottom of the C, between the C and the E, and the bottom of the E, between the E and the N. See how there's a little die chip that connects them? That's an error. You're looking right there, and right there. You got you an error. Good job. That's the new. That's not the error on that quarter everybody's looking for. They're looking for a doubling error on that one. But you're on the board. 1 is better than none. All right, Dagger, you got to beat 1. Shouldn't be too hard, but we'll see. There you go, Woodsy. Good luck, Dagger. See, this one doesn't have that error. It does not have the die chips between the C and the E. Where are we at? Alright. Come on. See how there's a space between them? Alright. Another one. Uh-oh, Dagger ties it up. He's got a tie. Alright. Die chip between the C and the E at the bottom. But I would say Woodsy wins the tiebreaker if this is it, because he has 2 die chips. Dagger has 1. But it's tied 1-1 so far. And Dagger was only 2 coins in. So nope. Thought you had something there, Dagger. We got a spitting horse. Oh, so close so far. Nope. Come on. Come on. Dang, no snow on the roof. D. No. We have a winner, Dagger. Die chip on top of the bird. Sorry, Woodsy. He had 2. Thanks for playing, sir. Alright, Dagger. Those are Dagger's winnings. Up next, Hooday. Good luck to ya. Hooday. Against Dandy Dave. Let's see what we got. These need to be over here. Good luck. Good luck. We'll see what we find. Small little die chip on the wing there. Very so slight. But when it comes to battle, I'm looking for them. The little ones count too. It's still a die chip. Hold on there. It's crazy it doesn't have any doubling on it. Sorry, thought I had one. A lot of these, I was about to say, a lot of these have strike through. There's strike through grease right there. If you look right behind, when I put it under magnification, look behind the word Liberty. You'll see it? Strike through grease there. Pretty good shape too. That's a strike through grease. So there's an error. That's pretty common on this the Idaho quarter. Strike through grease error. Fairly common. And if it were for that crimper kiss, that'd be a nice 72. but it's not. As you see, I always go to my trusty loop. It fits in my hand perfect. It's just easier for me to grab it and look through it than to try to use the scope for anything. On the West Virginia, you want to look for the cud here on like 5 o'clock. It's about 7. I've seen them on both sides of the bottom of the coin. It's not super common, but I found a lot of them. All right. Dandy Dave, 2's the number to beat. This shouldn't be too hard, but we'll see. Good luck. Here we go. The Connecticut, you want to look for a die crack coming off the bottom root out to the right side. And like all the state quarters, you want to pay attention to the field areas, you know, right in front of the face and back here. I've seen a lot of them with those strike-through grease hairs. Real common on the state quarters. And on the Patsy Mink, I'm looking for a die crack near the elbow. And all the eagle quarters, I'm looking for cracks around the beak and the wings at the bottom. It's nice and shiny. Doesn't have an error. Alright, we have a die chip in the back of the hair. So there's one. About a half a roll or more to go. No crack. That's a shiny quarter. On this, the pictured rocks quarter, you want to look for, sometimes there'll be a die chip right here in the front, kind of little, underneath the little jutted out spot. But I do not see one. That's normally where they're at. Nope. Nope. Hold on. Got a little bit of dirt there. I got to wipe away. It might be concealing a die chip on the nose here. I think we got an error. What do we think here? That looks like a chip on the nose to me. A little one, but it's there. Tied up 2-2. The drama builds. Dandy Dave's just like, one more, just one more. I think this might be the win. Hold on. This may be the winner. Dang, I can't tell. I cannot tell. Nah. I thought the S had a little doubling on it, but I don't see it there. Nope. Nope, thought it had it. Very close. almost for the win. You got about 10 or 11 more quarters to go. Will he win? Come on. Hard to believe. When you're looking for a crack, desperately you can't find them, but when you're casually looking through coins, they're all over the place. All right, we got a winner, Dandy Dave. You squeaked one out. Very small chip. Very small chip. At the back of his hat. Going out to the rim. Right there. See it right there towards the V? Edge of that hat to the V. There's a baby die chip right there. Dandy Dave wins. Alright, so here's the option I got for you. Dandy Dave was the winner. And who was our first round winner there? I already forgot. My brain's shot. Who won that first one? I got Houday, Dagger. Houday won the first one? Or was it Woodsy? Dagger won the first one. So we got Dagger and Dandy Dave. Do you guys want to battle each other for a winner take all, or each of you take your separate and go? Your choice. Boom. Battle of the Daves, he's saying. You got a little more to lose there. You got 1, 2, yeah, 3 to 2. All right. I'm just gonna randomly pull them out. So, Dandy Dave, you had the larger win. I'll give you first choice of roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Which one you want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Dandy Dave's first choice. He takes 6. Dagger. 1 through 5. He takes 5. All right. Good luck, guys. Playoffs. Final battle of the night. Winner takes all. So you'll get these plus what goes in there. Winner take all. All right, Dagger. See what you got. See what he's got. Yeah, all these little marks is where the bank teller was counting rolls in the box. She puts a little dot on them. I've asked her kindly not to do that. She still does it. I was like, what if you mark up a really, really good coin? They don't care. I found a couple of these bicentennials with grease strike-throughs on, like, it was missing Q, U, and A, or the U and a R. Always check those out, just in case. Nope. Nope. Never know. Nothing so far. On these Maya Angelou's, I'm looking for a doubled earring air, the twig in the mouth of the bird, or the drooling George die chip. That amazingly had none of them. Nothing. Nothing. There we go. Die chip in the ponytail. Right. Oh. Right there where the ponytail kind of splits. See that glob? That's a die chip air. On the board, you got one. Nothing. Ooh. I'd say if we find a W, W just would take the win immediately. They're so hard to find, I don't think you'd find 2 in 2 rolls. But I've been shocked before. Alright. We got a die crack at the bottom of the bust. Here's number 2. Die chip at the back of the hat. There's number 3. Right at the back of the hat. Right there towards the E. You see it? On that little upper lip of the hat. Die chip. Alright, he puts up a score of 3. Pretty good. Dandy, you got a hill to climb, buddy. Pretty good. Good luck to you, brother. Last roll of the night. Can Dandy Dave squeak it out? Here we go. No. Can he squeak an air out? Nothing. Nothing. Trust me, I'm looking too. Nothing. On the Ellis Island, you look for die chip right on top of his hat. Top of the guy's hat at the Tuskegee. There's look for die chips on top of the goggles. Chips on the planes. Strike through grease air at the building. Or feed finger lines underneath the chin and behind the head. Nothing. Nothing. I never saw many of these quarters in circulation. The Hope. I didn't see many of those at all. It was one of the quarters I never got any full rolls of. They just never came around my area for some reason. That's a train die dagger. I wasn't good at picking out all these airs. You get good at it when you put 40 of the same coin on a little, like I make up these little, it's like non-stick, it's real sticky stuff, like the coin stays on an angle and barely falls off. So I'll put like 20 coins on there. You can hold it in your hand, and I can just go over it with my loop real quick and do a half a roll. And when you're doing all the same coin over and over and over, you start noticing patterns. You're like, oh, something's changed here. And you start finding an error. Or a developing error. Alright, this has what we call a die clash. If you look right in front of his nose, it'll be like a little shadow. You see the little extra like line in front of his face there? Right there is about your best look at it. There it is. That's a die clash. There's a perfect one. There you go. That's the die clash area you're looking for on that coin. Pretty cool. And then you're looking for a... Right there where the bow tie and the ponytail meet, you're looking for a die chip right here. I've seen them all different shapes and sizes. But you're looking for a die chip right here. In that area. But you're on the board, Dandy. On the board. Only 2 more to go. With 10 coins left. No. Not looking good. Dagger, don't break open the punch yet. No. On the Rogers Clark, you're looking for die chips on the top rifle and the guy's hat. Nothing. Wow, nothing. Crazy. Well, we have a winner. His name's Dagger. Congratulations, Dagger. You won. Boom. Nice play, sir. And that, ladies and gentlemen, we call that a night. Right there. There you go, Dagger. Here's your score. All airs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 air quarters. Good job. And they're all pretty shiny, too. Not bad. Congrats. I want to say thanks to everybody that hung out. Thanks to my super mod, Ron Pierce. Happy anniversary, my friend. Much love and respect to all y'all. Be safe. Love one another. Hold your friends up. Don't put them down. And I'll see y'all next time. Much love. Night. Thanks for being here. What do you want? You want Baby Shark to end out the night? We'll end it with a little Baby Shark. Ah, cool. I'm glad I could help, man. I'm gonna start doing maybe once a week just a not a fun and games one, but like something informative. I've had a couple people ask me to key in on some of the errors and stuff, so I might put together a little informational thing. Baby Shark the Dollarama. All right.